Oh yeah, dress rehearsal isn't quite done. All right. Well. Hold on. Wait. In the same spot where I spoke to you a little bit about, yes, Kira and L. Yes, I am supposed to be. Well, of course, I'm no a little bit fighting gold. You know, that's a story for another day. I mean, obviously we know that's one of my favorite songs, right? Yeah, yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. You know, I even learned how to sing the whole song, but it's fine. It's fine. That's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about something that I'm going to bring up. Now, obviously, you're not going to see here, but in due course.
Him. He needs medical treatment. Wait, where are you going? I am needed elsewhere. And it won't be business as usual this time.
Listen to me, Everest Productions. Listen to me. I caught, what was it? The like, obviously when I saw the model for Palpatine, I'm like, oh, you know, he's not a kid anymore. You know, he's not a little boy Palpatine no more. You know, he's not underage Palpatine no more. This is grown folk Palpatine. Now I understand why I like Palpatine and Plagueis and why I don't like Yagami. Now I understand why. I like people that know what they are and there's no pretense. And I think that's what I like about Palpatine and Plagueis. They know that they're a scourge when it comes to the Force, the dark side of the Force. They know that. So they're not pretenders. And they are pretenders. But they're not. That makes sense? Because, alright, this episode opened up my eyes to a lot. I did not know that Plagueis spoke face to face with Dooku and Qui-Gon like them are brethren. Right? And it's funny because Qui-Gon has obviously a different philosophy on how, you know, you know, his side of the argument versus, you know, Hugo Damask. Right? They were having an intellectual sparring match or a political sparring match. And Qui-Gon is like, you know what, I'm just, you know, if you'll excuse me, I'm just taking time dip. Yo, I enjoy this. Yeah, I really do. I don't know how many people in Jamaica ever pre-Star Wars. I don't know. Funny story, is really my cousins were big on Star Wars growing up, and I knew very little about it. What really got me into Star Wars was Jendi Tartakovsky's Clone Wars. That one, not the other one that came after was solid piece of work. I mean, it's probably the best Star Wars canonicity you're going to get in your life. Well, next to, like, you know, the Vader comics. You know, Vader comics says, you know, that's actually really good as well. And I think what it does is it opens your eyes to the sort of self-hatred that Darth Vader has. You know, it's like there was a line that he said, like he fought this like false rendition of Darth Maul, and it was sort of like a question like, who's better between Darth Maul and Vader? And Darth Maul was about to like strike him down, and him literally, you know, do like a Yoshimitsu. And just goes tss, and stab two of them, and he's like, what could you possibly hate so much that you would be willing to risk your life to kill me? And he's like, myself. Yeah, I'm sorry for the shakiness. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, so a lot happened. A lot happened in this episode, right? There's something that bothers me a little bit. I feel like, one, Plagueis got really careless. Two, I feel like he was so caught up in the audacity that the people had to do, like to perform an ambush on him, that he did not respond accordingly. And three, maybe he might get old and he's slipping. You know, in maybe he might, yeah, him not sharp like back in the day. But I can tell you, if the roles were reversed and it was Palpatine in his shoes, Force Lightning, Force Lightning. And it, like I was watching it and I'm like, what is? I'm there like, Plagueis, what are you doing? You were demonstrating Force Lightning to your apprentice. You've been teaching Sidious how to use it. You've been teaching him the whole time. And here was your opportunity. They have metallic swords. They're not even using lightsabers. Why you think Palpatine did have Vader under manners? He was trapped in a metallic he was pretty much in a metallic coffin. He was in a metallic coffin. If he ever thought of going up against Palpatine, and here's the weird part. Because he lost his limbs, he lost his connection to the Force on the same level as he was before. Right? Anyway, yeah. So it was weird. It was weird watching him nearly get annihilated. I've never seen him that vulnerable. And it made like I'm not even I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my recollection of the lore is spotty, maybe. But I could have sworn that they tried to poison him or something like that. Or like them use gas or something. I don't remember. But yeah, they launched an attack on him, alright. And then there is something very endearing about Palpatine going, "Oh no, did you try to kill Plagueis? Mm-mm, that will not do. Me I will kill everybody involved. Like none. There's no witnesses. No witnesses. Just bodies. That's it. Just bodies. No witnesses. That is all Palpatine was on. He was on that type of time. Yeah. Oh, you want to what's the word? You want Photoshop my pick. Or you want to Photoshop my P.I.C. You want to Photoshop my partner in crime. That's what you want to do? Watch how I go Photoshop your outer existence. Yeah? Beer Force Lightning. Well, yeah, we have for listen. I'll put stuff as a post. I'll put up the post for everything that I'm talking about. So I'm gonna make a post for the LABB murder cases. I'm gonna do that for the Expert Games thing as well. I'm going to do that too. And this, anything that I particularly I've had the pleasure of enjoying the retelling of a particular story, then yes, then I'm going to endorse light novel dramatic reading. That guy, him, yeah. So we're going to be doing all that. We're going to be doing all that. So I'm going to let's play some of this. I want to see what him do. I want to see what him do. Cause yo, Palpatine not playing with them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I don't like the sound of them footsteps. Yep. So he did the force choke. Yeah? Them the things they say, freeze. No. I will not. How about you? Yeah, man. Him learn from him master, alright. Him learn from him. Isn't this odd? These are the bad guys, and I'm rooting for them. The truth of the matter is, Darth Plagueis is probably I mean, it used to be Count Dooku, but alright, no, lie. Both of them are my favorite character. Well, so I guess I tie for first, right? Count Dooku, my absolute hands down favorite next to Darth Plagueis. Yeah, the two of them. And the truth of the matter is, if you didn't have Plagueis, Palpatine would never have been able to do the things that he did. Because the way how he rose up the ranks, that was Plagueis. Plagueis was just yeah, the man just did not take over things. Yeah, man, Plagueis was very competent, very knowledgeable, very educated. It was like, I mean, Plagueis was like the Raymond Reddington of Star Wars. He's just like, yeah, you need to learn from me. You need to do these things and do this and do that. And boy, did Palpatine learn. Palpatine learn. Him did him all have extra credit. Him have extra credit. Him do all of the homework. The the man have a 5.0 GPA. Yeah, man, him have a 5 for him GPA. Yeah, man, him graduate. Honors. Yeah. I can actually bring this up.
To the prosperity that we've earned.
But we'll do that next time.
We've buried. Now we
Hold on.
must go.
You see, this guy, he deserved to die. He was, he's a villain. He's more of a villain than Hugo the Mask and Palpatine. He's more of a villain than them, and they're on the dark side of the Force, and this guy is more evil than them. You can't even hear it in his voice. But I'm gonna play just a little bit for one of here. Just meds what gonna happen.
And we can make new deals. Ensure new builds go forward without.
Yeah, man. You never know you see him though.
Most people have the misconception that Instagram.
You're not gonna do that to me. How many times do I have to tell you guys about this? You know them people in the dance, and they might go on like them a DJ, and they sit there with them virtual DJ, and they say, yeah! And then them go hear the YouTube ad. Uno for stop it. Uno must stop it. And that's why when I push YouTube Premium, I see you. I see you pushing YouTube Premium. I see you. I see you. Come on, man. Skip the ad. What are you doing? Let's go. This is what I want to see. Jesus. One down. Jesus. The second one. 4, 5, 6. Jesus Christ. 7. Okay. For context, you realize that at a young age, this guy killed his entire family by his goddamn self. Yeah? He's older now. And you tried to kill his master. How did you think that was going to go? How did you think that was going... You thought that was going to be a good idea? No. There's no scenario where that's ever a good idea. But hey. Why not? Let's go. Oh no, I'm gonna come out, come look on the damage.
They're all dead.
And soon you will join them, team. A casualty of history.
Yo, listen. Whoever the voice actor is, like people who do, I swear to God, everybody who does the Palpatine voice, dog, you win. You win. The guy's Palpatine voice is literally spot on. It's perfect. It matches the face model. It ties into the character. This is Palpatine. You see me? God. Ah. I have to give my flowers, right? I have to. This is this because I couldn't do it. Oh my god. Yeah, man. I mean, the best I've ever done voice acting wise. Let me just give you one. Don't kill him yet. I want him alive. Yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. You know. What was the other one? I don't even remember all the lines, but it's like, it's me, brother. ah, yo. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. By the way, I was 37 years old when I found out that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Yeah, you see Leonardo? As in Leonardo, the leader, the ninja in blue bandana? Leonardo. TMNT. That Leonardo, the voice actor for Leonardo, is the voice actor for Liquid Snake. Yeah, C4 just went off in my brain. Claymore as well. Nikitas and Stinger missiles, everything. There was a joy to Metal Gear Solid, like Metal Gear Solid 1 in particular. Like, there is just so much silly things you could get away with. Like planting a piece of C4 for one of the genome soldier them back. And you just wait till you walk right in front of like the molten iron ore. And you just press circle. Yo! That was fun. Anyway. You know what's funny? I was going to do something years ago and I can't do it now. The ways that I try to relate Star Wars to Metal Gear, that's something I'm willing to do. So I'm going to get on that one of these days. But alright, no, let's just. Jesus Christ! Are you hearing those screams? Like, I'm sure that people heard that. There was nothing quiet about that murder. Like, he's like, no, I don't care who heard. Yeah? I'm killing you, and if people know, them know. Me no business. Yo! You know what I go do? I don't know. But, you know what? What? Alright, what do I have to lose? I'm not going to put this on YouTube. I know what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... I'm going to do a watch. It's called No Picking Site. No partner in crime in sight. It's just me. When it's just little old me, it's no picking site. You understand? So this is more of a boat. Right? This is more of me going on a bit of a tangent. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the boat stands for. The bit of a tangent. You understand? Okay, cool. That's what this is. But then when you see the like I'm going to this is what's going to happen. I am going to be minimized to like this part of the screen, and then the rest of I want to watch episode 1 with everybody. listen to me. You see episode 1? I swear to God, you need to see all of my reactions to episode 1. It's worth it. Because there are some people that said some things. It's like, yeah, it was worth something. No, it's not worth a cocking credit. Yo! Hey, listen to me. The vocabulary that these people use when it comes to these pieces of cinema. Speaking of which, Raymond Reddington have some lines. This guy just knows how to keep you invested in whatever he's talking about. Speaking of that, I had a fan fiction idea. Here's the fan fiction idea, and I want you to, where I'm going with this, right? You know where I'm going with this, right? It's all about this versus that, and this versus that, and this versus that, and yeah. So, with that in mind, the question would really be, if Raymond Reddington existed in Death Note, who would he side with? Like, who would he actually get along with? On the condition he met both of them. And I can tell you, the answer is nearly fairly straightforward. I mean, and the thing is, it's possible that what he would do, he would watch it play out and see what happened and see what both of them doing. And then he would have tried to make a decision based on what kind of pathways they take to trying to find and destroy each other. And then at some point in time, him go be like, all right, I think I've made my decision. And then at the last second, probably just, you see L come out and whatever, and you just see a shadowy figure just walk up next to him, and you just see the hat. You see me? And you be like, what? You sided with L? Yeah, he did. Why? Because there's a line that him say, loyalty above all else. And because of that philosophy that Reddington have, he would have a problem philosophically with the way how Light Yagami move. The way how Light Yagami move, there's certain, like, the fact that he would have try write him parents' name and him sister name in the Death Note, he'd be like, what? Reddington is like, oh, I'm a monster. But I've never ever considered putting a gun to Dembe's head. And he will never openly admit it, but Dembe is pretty much his adoptive son. Right? But ultimately that's where he would lean. You would realize that he would have examine both of them and be like, yeah, but see, I'm a criminal, so I understand what L is doing. Yeah, he's cheating because people are cheating too. That's what anybody would do. Everything about me is a lie, so why not him? They would get along. And here's another reason why they would get along. L, like, let's do it in reverse, actually. Let's have some fun with this. If we took L out of Death Note and dropped him in the blacklist, he would fit right in. He would fit so perfect. If you take L out of Death Note and drop him in the blacklist, him fit perfect. Why? Look at everybody who Reddington talk to and who Reddington deal with. They're all weirdos. Everybody looks strange, them look funny, but they're extraordinarily competent. That's the thing. I mean, rest in peace to the actor that played Jellybean. I remember when I watched an episode where I found out that he actually died, because I didn't know he died. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I literally, like, that last scene where them show you him picture and the camera kind of like face him picture and it say, yo, in loving memory of and whatever, Managa lie. Yeah, man, the eye them water. Managa lie. Because he looked like the kind of fun that he had on set with everybody. It was like he would be that person every day with everybody. So to see somebody like that who was just I'm sure just being on the set with him, everybody would just. I think he made whatever stress that came with that job of being on set and doing the stunts and doing all the serious work of getting the shots, recorded and the lines done and everything. I think he made that entire labor or that burden lighter. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, because of characters that already exist in the blacklist that look weird as hell, behave weird as hell, L fits right in. Especially because Reddington is accustomed to dealing with people who's never shown their face to anybody. That's Reddington's world. Everything that Reddington does is just shrouded in secrecy. He's been fighting invisible enemies his entire life. You know how long it took? It took him 2 seasons to find Berlin. Berlin was just a name. And there was a time when Berlin's name wasn't even in the picture until the very last few episodes of season 1. Right? So that guy never made himself easy to find. And then Reddington finds him, proves to him that his daughter isn't dead, proves to him that he was set up and framed. Next thing you know, when him find out who was responsible, him disappear again. And Reddington's like, you're gonna need my protection because guess what? I've been trying to find him. And he's gone in the wind. I don't know where he is. You see me? And that's where Alan Fitch is like, remember, you have no allies in my group. You need to keep me alive. Yeah? Because remember, if I die, they're going to go after you and they'll let the chips fall where they may. You see, that's you see? And even in the world of Star Wars, I mean, come on, man. If you put Raymond Reddington in Star Wars, where do you think he would be? On the light or the dark side of the Force? Where do you think? I think I know. He would probably lead the Grey Jedi Order, probably. Because I don't think he could ever take bad up from Plagueis and Palpatine. And I don't think he would have taken bad up from the Jedi either. I feel like he'd be like, nope, not doing this. Not doing this. I will decide. But it fits. So again, I know I'm rambling, but hear me out. Reddington can fit in the Death Note world, and L can fit in the Blacklist world. So if you put one in one show and take one and put in the other, they would get along. They would get along so well. Because, Reddington would be like, oh, what you mean L? He's the greatest detective in this century. I mean, he's handled at least 50 cases simultaneously while looking at literally 20 screens. I don't know how he does it. He's not quite human, but what can you do? I paid the man, I paid him. And try to remember, nobody has a better intelligence network than Raymond Reddington. So just imagine L having access to Raymond's intelligence network. It's over for anybody who tries to get away from them. Imagine L and Raymond teaming up. It's over for everybody. Everybody, whoever you are, you're cooked. It don't feel. Good night. Give up. Yeah, man. Your season. Your season, man. Now I'm about to have my dinner and such, yes? Oh, by the way, yeah. Here are the alternate costumes, yeah? This is one skin, right? That's one of my skins. Here's another one of my skins, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's been fun. It's been fun. So, let me run this for another 3 minutes. I soon go away. I soon go away. I promise. Promise. I soon go away. So yes, yeah, yeah. So this is one short sleeve skin, another short sleeve skin. There's some variants, right? And when I say variants, I mean a hint of black, right? It's a hint of black, not quite, right? Mostly black, but little patterns there and whatever. And then there's the solid, right? So I guess I had a little bit of stripes and solid stripe, solid stripe. Anyway, what am I say now? I was going on a bit of a little fantasy trip. Oh, I saw a picture that was amazing. Guess who they put together side by side? Just guess. They put, hear me out. They put Adrian Alucard Tepesh, and they had him on the right. You know who they put on the left? The one winged angel, the left-handed swordsman himself, Sephiroth. Yeah, Sephiroth. Sephiroth and freaking Alucard. What are you fighting that would ever justify you needing that combination? Yeah. Yeah. So, there's a lot to cover. There's a lot to cover. I know me not talk about Invincible yet. I know me not really talk about Castlevania yet. Oh my god, I hate myself. I do. But there's a lot. 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 There's so much. There is so much. I can't stand it. I really can't. There's so much for me to do. Oh, not to mention movies. Like, okay, one of my favorite actors, Bruce Willis, right? So Die Hard, right? Yeah, after the first three movies, yeah, there was the last Die Hard movie was Die Hard 3. Die Hard with a Vengeance, that was the last one. Die Hard 4 does not count. Die Hard 5, that doesn't count either. No. I just want them thing there. Sometimes you have to let a franchise die, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. But yes, we're going to be doing that. Oh. Hmm. 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 I'm trying to remember. Um. Oh right, yeah. Oh my god. 98 anime Rurouni Kenshin, then the live action of Rurouni Kenshin, and then the 2024 version of the anime Rurouni Kenshin. I guess the strengths and weaknesses of each, I'll tell you off the bat. This one right here, the live action, the music was redundant. They kept playing the same thing over and over, and it's like, I know you wanted me to feel something, but if you're playing, like, they never even played any of the anime soundtrack. It's like you know that song, right? They never played any of that. I'm sorry. That was one of my biggest letdowns. Like the music score for the movie just wasn't it. They kept playing the same songs over and over, and it just didn't land for me at all. It just didn't land. I didn't like that. Over here, the 2024 anime, the pacing is terrible. There's no setup, there's no build up, there's no anticipation, there's no drama, there's no, you know, the excitement that you had where you're like, oh my god, I wonder what will happen. Like, there's none of that. None of that is over here on the 2024 edition. You go back to 98, I mean, you feel a chill when Saito is in the room and he's there like, oh, I could have killed him at any time. Da 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 da. And he's there saying everything casually. Because there is something frightening about when Hajime Saito did that. It was very frightening because you're like, yo, like he's a real threat. He's a real threat. He's none of them other guys. This is a real threat. Man, who do you think this is? That's a wolf amiibo. Anyhow, bit of a tangent, yeah? Bit of a tangent. That was a lot. That was a lot. I know. We went from Star Wars to Death Note to the Blacklist to a little bit of Castlevania because I mentioned Alucard standing next to Sephiroth, which is overkill. Dear God, why would you do that? Why would you? I do not know. I do not know. Right? Yeah. And then, you know what's funny? So Kenshin's brother-in-law, Enishi, I mean, he was the first white-haired, you know, he did it before the Kakashis and the he did it before the Kakashis. He did it before even Gintama, and he did it even before Killua, and he did it before even Gojo. He did it first. Well, nobody remember him like that. I think I know what's happening with the 2024 anime for Rurouni Kenshin. I think they're rushing through the story to get to the part that never got animated back in the day. So I have to go warm up food again. Yeah, I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that. So, yeah. So TikTok, I'm grateful to you. Yeah. Because I can do this, and I can do. Yeah. We can do both. We can do both. We can do both. You know, like I had this idea of what would happen if Plagueis was part of the Jedi Order. But then the problem with doing that is that if you did a fan fiction of that, where does that leave Palpatine? Yeah, you know, so I mean it could work, but it's like, or maybe Palpatine would follow him wherever he goes, and then he would go to the Jedi Order, realize that he's not really rocking with that, and he just creates an order for himself. That's probably what he would probably be driven to creating his own order. That's all that would happen. Yeah, I brought it back. I brought it back. Yeah, man. Bring it back, man. Bring it back. Yeah, man. So, how's that for a bit of a tangent? Eh?